First of all, just tell us where we are and who you've come to see this evening.
All right, we're at the Devil's Arse, coming to see the mighty John Shuttleworth.
Brilliant. And what do you like about John?
Oh, John, he's a man of the people, isn't he? What can I say? He's a man who likes the finer things in life.
Oof. Later. Flash the lights, Nigel, come on. Seamless. What's it? Yeah. I've come out all guns blazing with two organs amazing. Both are MIDI driven, both boast the fun rhythm. I had some time away and an audience I liked, but now I'm pleased to say John Shuttleworth's back. Yeah, and so are you. Fantastic. Come out all guns blazing with two organs amazing, as I did at the last show, which turned into a fiasco. It didn't it? A man arriving late fell into Satan's crack. Oh, but I'm most relieved to state he didn't break his back. No, but he was very foolish. He came on foot and he used his sat-nav. Crazy. I've come out all guns blazing with two organs amazing. You may think that's unusual, but it makes me a lot more musical. Recognise that? Come on! John Shuttleworth, John Shuttleworth's back. Come on! John Shuttleworth, John Shuttleworth's back. John Shuttleworth, John Shuttleworth's back. John Shuttleworth, Shuttleworth's back. Come on! Shuttleworth's back. Just when we got the blinking cameras. Yeah, it's been filmed tonight for my wife Mary, who couldn't make it. So I've got Stuart Piper and his team, and they're going to be filming it. This is the tour that can never end. You know, that's how it feels. It was supposed to start in 2018, but I had a lot of DIY on. So we postponed it till 2019. But then my wife Mary said she wanted to go to Oak Furniture Land. You know, there were a couple of visits planned. We were going to pick up Joan Chitty on the way, you know, so it just seemed too complicated. So we put the tour back to 2020. Then, of course, we had COVID, lockdown. And so, what was it, May 19th, wasn't it, we did the show? All was going well. Till we had the man who nearly fell to earth. Yeah. Or dangly man, as I've heard him described. So that dangly man, yeah. And let me take this off, it's chafing my neck. $5.99 on eBay, yeah, including postage. And it was lovely, I went to pick it up myself. You know, with my phone, I got a new phone, Hawaii. I presume it's a 5.0 model, I don't know. But you have like a code, don't you? And you feel very important, they just do that, you know, and you've got it. And everyone else feels inferior because they haven't got a code. Where can we hide it? Because it's very eye-catching. I don't want you to be looking at it when you should be looking at me. Put it under there, that's it. Oh, yes, so this show is the last one for a long time. Well, I'm sure, but hang on, we don't know if it's going to complete, do we? I'm sure it will. Ken Worthington, he can't come either. Me Mary could have come, but she's gone spinning with Joan Chitty. I don't mean the medieval craft of spinning, don't be silly. Hunched over an old loom. I'm talking about the modern high-tech aerobic activity at the leisure centre. Normally I'd be picking them up now, you know, her and Joan Chitty, and they tend to bob up and down on the bikes, don't they? And to me they look like meerkats. You can just see them through the window. But anyway, no, Ken Worthington hasn't got a cagoule, and that's why I didn't want to come. Yeah. I noticed some of you aren't wearing cagoules because it can drip on you, you know. But I offered Ken my cagoule, and he was concerned because he doesn't want to put the hood up because Ken's got a bubble perm, you know, a bit like Eddie Large used to have. And he's concerned that it would compress his hair, you know, make it unkempt and uncouth, like a disaffected youth. Onto this keyboard now. Yeah, 2 keyboards. Well, I can't decide which one I like best. This one's got... how's your mental health? Hey, it used to be rude to ask that, didn't it? Now it's rude if you don't ask it. You know. Mine was fine. During lockdown, it improved. Because I knew where I was, you know. You got up in the morning, and you knew what you had to do. You had to stay in. And now there's too much choice, you know. But if your mental health is poor, this is going to make it worse. Yeah. Spooky, isn't it? But it works very well with this song. We're going to go between the keyboards tonight. Mix it up a bit. Disaffected youth, unkempt and uncouth, dropping litter everywhere, changing the colour of the air, you know, turning it blue. Oh, that disaffected youth, disaffected youth, surly and aloof, showing old folk no respect, damaging equipment at the wreck. They're a pain in society's neck. All those disaffected youths. How now, young madam, don't turn into a bad un. How now, young laddo, stop lurking in the shadow. Or you may find one day that you're swinging from the gallows. Disaffected youth on my garage roof. When asked to give full name and address, he don't comply with my request. Just bares his teeth and beats his chest. Oh, poor disaffected youth. Oof, there goes my proof. He's a disaffected youth. Go. Bit of an oldie, that one. It's a foreign body in the air. It's a little fly. It's unsanitary, isn't it? Or insanitary. Yeah. I mean, I'm protected, I'm all right, but you're vulnerable, you know. There's a nice carvery in Eam that me and Mary went to. And I'm going to tell you all about that now. Tempo 102, that's quite low, isn't it? It's like Denise Williams, Danny O'Donnell, something like that. Let's have a listen. That sounds like folk music, doesn't it? Oof, I don't like folk. Do you? It encourages slovenly dress. Yeah, it does. You know, they bang their foot down suddenly, don't they? Just frightening everybody. There's no need for it. Anyway, listen, when you first hear this one, you might think it's a well-known nursery rhyme. Don't be fooled, it's not. Mary had a little lamb. Yeah, you think it's a well-known nursery rhyme, no? Let the lyric establish itself. And then you'll realise that you made a grave error. Right, here we go. Mary had a little lamb, green beans and new potatoes. I had tuna and sweet corn flan. We served ourselves, no waiters, 'cause it was a carvery. Huh? Ken plumped for the shepherd's pie. I said, Ken, you're outrageous, for he had piled his plate sky high. To eat it took him ages. Greedy pig, you know. We had a carafe of sweet white wine, and Ken had a gin and tonic. There was a giraffe for children to climb, though no children were on it. Oh, gorgeous. Soster. Mary had a little lamb, and that was her big folly, for she was famished when it came to viewing the sweet trolley. A substantial main course would have made a sweet unnecessary. As it was, she suffered rigor mortis by raspberry. Sweet of the day. Thank you. Marvellous. Yep. When was the plague? It was a while back, but 1666, wasn't it? Is there anybody from Eam here tonight? Well, they're all dead, aren't they, of the plague? No, it's a fascinating period of history. And there's a garage, not in Eam, sadly. Perhaps there was in the past, but there's a filling station in Carver, isn't there? But that's 1.8 miles out of Eam. So checked on my Hawaii. Yeah. And I always like to buy £16.66 worth of fuel when I'm there in my car, you know. But it's impossible, because the nozzle, it won't stop at the right amount, will it? It always goes over. And like last time it went badly over, you know. I went to about 1740. And I thought, well, I might as well keep going to 1770. Because, of course, that's when the spinning jenny was invented. Do you remember? James Hargreaves. I was nodding off in history, and they suddenly said the spinning jenny was invented in 1770. I thought, fantastic. It's exciting, you know. But anyway, I got to about 1670, sorry, 1758. And suddenly, the petrol started spilling out onto the forecourt. I thought, well, now I'm committed. So I carried on to 1770, but my shoes were covered in petrol. What would James Hargreaves have made of that? He'd have said, was it worth it, John? You know, and the answer is no, it wasn't. Oops, not supposed to do that. Sorry, Nigel. It's just that I used to work for Comet and demonstrating audio equipment. Back in the 70s, a long time ago. She's not from Maplin, is it? Rickety. Right. Let's stay again on this keyboard. I'm a bit tired tonight. We'll come back to you, don't worry. Don't want to get jealous. But are you staying in the youth hostel tonight? I suppose most of you are. If so, are they giving you a big breakfast with lots of unlimited cereal? No, you don't know yet, do you? You've not checked in, have you? You're crazy. You're going to be stumbling about in the dark on foot with your sat-nav. Yeah. Be wary. Now, this is very clever, this organ. It's got transpose. Yeah, that one hasn't got that, you see. So that's going back in the loft. When I wake up in the morning, I get washed and dressed. My hair is combed and neatly parted, I like to look my best. A clean white hanky is selected from the middle drawer. Then I make my way into the kitchen, can you guess what for? Oh, to eat my breakfast, yes, but not fried eggs and bacon. If you think I'm a cooked breakfast man, you're very much mistaken. Not even toast and marmalade, for that I have no room. The reason for this will become apparent very soon. Oh, 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 oh. I'm a cereal eater, cereal eater. How does it feel to meet a cereal eater? Cornflakes, Frosties, Sugar Puffs, and that new one, Optivita. I just cannot get enough, I'm a cereal eater. Hey, recalls the great days of Rick Astley. You may be amazed by the amount of maize I'll munch each morn. Yes, so am I. But what about the corn? The corn I carry on consuming deep into the day. Weetabix for 11's for afternoon tea. Special care. I'm a cereal eater. Hey, orchestral manoeuvres in the dark. They've gone a bit quiet. Come on, I'm a cereal eater. What am I? How does it feel to meet her? Cornflakes, Frosties, Sugar Puffs, and that new one. Has anyone ever actually had Optivita? No, they haven't. And the reason it was too expensive, wasn't it? It was nearly £4 for a box. So nobody had Optivita. When it was available, it's been taken off the shelves. And every packet's been destroyed. That's what I've heard anyway. Yeah, it's a shame, but it's just too pricey. Yeah, right. Let's carry on with the song. A cereal eater, come on! Cereal eater. How does it feel to meet a cereal eater? Cornflakes, Frosties, Sugar Puffs, and that new one Optivita. I just cannot get enough. I'm a cereal eater. sir. Thank you. Well, you're very kind. You're very kind indeed. I'm going to just take the transpose off. Because, ready for the next song. Don't want to be singing like the Rubettes, do I? You know, it's too high. They've gone a bit quiet as well, haven't they? But maybe it's because they're singing so high now that they've gone out of audio range. See, that was a joke, I just made that up. It's not bad, is it? Right, back to this keyboard. What's the tempo? It's 104 again. Notice I'm changing the tempo by increments of 1. That's the only way to do it. On that one, you can do it automatically. Here we go. That beat's a bit sleazy. Would you not say? Let's get off the spooky beat. Let's go to this one. That's more jaunty, isn't it? Anyway. You may be wondering what your video player's for. It's a possession you tend to ignore. It fills a gap between the telly and the floor, but you don't use it anymore. Oh, what a shame. Please try to recollect the thrill you felt when you first spied that deck. Heard the cluck and whir as the TV hit the slot, and now you want to chuck it. Oh, better not. Stay at home and protect the VHS. If you do, don't you'll have one VHS less. How important it is I cannot stress to stay at home and protect the VHS. Ooh. Sleazy, isn't it? Awful. So find that episode of Bergerac you taped off the TV back in 1988. Enjoy the muffled sound and the fuzzy picture too. Then watch a Lovejoy. Maybe watch 2. Oh look, there's a Taggart with Mark McManus, Juliet Bravo, whole series of the Waltons. Oh, you're gonna have a busy weekend, aren't you? DVD is not for me, save the VHS. Blu-ray, no way, protect the VHS. You can't relax with Betamax, though some said it was best. I thought it was a breakfast cereal supplement. Yeah. Stay at home and protect the VHS. Stay at home and protect the VHS. We've gone on to reggae. Never mind, it sounds lovely, doesn't it? Come on, you know it now, help me out. Stay at home and protect the VHS. If you don't, you'll have one VHS less. How important it is I cannot stress to stay at home, hey, and protect the VHS. I could send this to Aswad, yeah, and protect the VHS. Don't like that, that's disquieting. Let's go back to the sleazy beat. Stay at home and protect the VHS. Thank you. Oh, hang on. My phone's going. Surprised I've got a signal, but I haven't. Your phone should be switched off, of course. If they're not, please do so, or you'll bring big clumps of rock down on your head. Yeah, could do. Right, oh, blimey, it's Ken. You all right, Ken? Yeah? You're coming? Well, that's fantastic news. Oh, he's going to come to the show. Yeah. Actually, will it pick up, Nigel, if I do that, will it? Oh, is it going to pick Ken up? Hello? Oh, are you still there? Oh, yes, Ken. Yes, we are still here. Do you want to say hello to Ken? Yeah? Go on then, say hello. Hello, Ken.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah. So Ken, I thought you weren't coming.
Well, I've changed my mind. You've waited so long to do this show, John.
Yes.
It seemed churlish not to turn up.
Well,
so
that-
I'm on my way.
Oh, that's lovely. But have you got a cagoule, Ken, to catch the drips?
No, but I'm wearing my white snake bomber jacket.
Oh.
So I'll be fine, John.
Right, good.
Me,
Pardon?
I've just bought some petrol from that filling station near Eam.
Have you?
Yes, and I've managed it, John. I bought £16.66 worth of fuel.
Did you? Oh, he's done it. Can't believe it.
Anyway, I can't find your venue, John. So I've parked up and I'm trying to get there on foot.
Oh, Ken, I'm not sure that's a good idea, actually. Ken?
Don't worry, I've got my sat nav.
No, Ken. Ken, we've got to tell him not to. Tell him, say, no, Ken. Don't use your sat nav. Don't, Ken. Tell him.
Pardon? You're breaking up, John.
Oh,
The signal must be bad.
Ken, turn back.
Don't worry, I'll be there soon. Bye. Bye, everybody. Oh.
Oh, Ken. What are we going to do? Eh? Because, yeah, he could become another dangly man. What I suggest we do is we have an early interval. I'll play one more number on this one and get yourself a drink. Though really you need to remain sober because you're going to have to rescue Ken. All of you. If he appears on that. Yeah. By the way, there will be a collection at the end of... Don't think it's in the interval, is it? Just at the end of the show. Collection for the Edale Mountain Rescue. Which, yeah, give them a clap. Because they saved Dangly Man, didn't they? Yeah. And be as generous as you can on the way out. You may also notice a gentleman selling merchandise. If you're feeling stingy, that's fine. Just buy a flask and a CD and a book. You know, there's no pressure. No pressure at all. This I will have to dedicate to Ken if something terrible happens. It's called Rapidly Downhill. Yeah. Childhood was unpleasant. Everything went too slow. Always living for the present, waiting for bones to grow. Next came adolescence, not a nice state to be in. Learning life's hard lessons with acne upon my chin. Marriage made me middle-aged, soon I'll be an OAP. And then how happy I will be, going rapidly downhill. Rapidly downhill. The view's enticing, life's exciting, even when you're gravely ill. All going rapidly downhill. Rapidly downhill. Like skiing in snow, what a way to go. Hurry up and write your will. Being fit and healthy made my life one long chore. Open that jar of marmalade, put away that ironing board. Sanding, drilling, polyfilling, perched on windowsills. DIY, PAYE, juggling household bills. Soon I'll be an old man, and as ill health kicks in, you'll see my frown turn into a grin as I go rapidly downhill. Rapidly downhill. Like skiing in snow, what a way to go. Hurry up and write your will. Hey. That's a different tune, isn't it? I'll see you after the interval. All right, take care. Cheers. Oh, you got round here very quickly. Keep banging my head on that. Just a posh shed, isn't it? I'm going to have a cup of tea, a bit of private time. So, if you don't mind, I'd like to show that reconstruction that we made earlier. See you in a bit. I didn't see this, but apparently a bloke came over the top of the cliff and fell. And he went whee like that, and he landed on a tree and was clinging on for dear life. And I was on stage in the first half, and someone shouted out, "Stay where you are, we'll have to get the mountain rescue." I thought, that's not very funny.
Keep still, the mountain rescue are coming.
And then he said, "That's a funny heckle. I've never heard that one before." And then we came out for half time and everybody was looking up.
Shows the picture. Yeah.
Right, that's where he was. That's him there.
It was a bit scary, to say the least.
And when you looked up, literally like the tree up there was a man hanging round the tree. So I came back and said, "There's a man hanging round the tree on the side of the ravine."
Then they announced we're going to have to stop it.
Well,
It was
then
just-
Mountain Rescue came, didn't
yeah.
they?
You saw a few people dotted around and this may be serious, and then they cancelled it. It looks a vertical drop. It is difficult to believe, to be honest.
Yeah,
but
it was amazing.
yeah, lucky guy.
But yeah.
So did you think
And then he went, oh no, he didn't go. Oh, that would have been off.
It was a very memorable gig.
and you came back?
Of course we came back.
Yes, of course, he's
We
brilliant.
never got as far as pigeons in flight.
That's how our relationship was cemented on pigeons in flight.
Hello everybody, I'm back. Listen, to have got to this stage is a miracle. We're about to begin the second half. It's going well. Yeah, you won't have to book that youth hostel a third time. I suppose the only cloud on the horizon is that we're coming to the end of the best part of the week, aren't we? Midweek, it's coming to an end. Oh, how sad is that? That's Pointer Sisters, isn't it? Frankie. The weekend has been and gone. I'm not sad, it was no fun. Noisy youths keeping me awake, chucking pizza boxes over my gate. But Monday morning shows her face, giving me a little taste of what it's like when Tuesday's here and I can punch the air and cheer. Here comes midweek. I'm so excited I can hardly speak. But I've got to tell you, here comes midweek. Strap on your bum bags and stride into the streets, and we'll be having fun till Thursday evening comes. Yeah? It's all over tonight, I'm afraid. Friday night gives me no thrill. I've never liked it and I never will. All that dressing up seems wrong, just to go out when there's nothing on. Sunday is a better day, 'cause Monday's not too far away. Soon you will be able to say the party starts right here. Way, come on Castleton, here comes midweek. On your feet, come on. I'm so excited I can hardly speak. Here comes midweek. Strap on your bum bags and stride into the streets, and we'll be having fun till Thursday evening comes. It's midweek and we are free to renew our books at the library. Have 2-for-1 deals at the Carvery. Go on, be a devil. Let's go to the reservoir and check the level. Did you remember to do that on the way here? I didn't. I forgot to go to the Lady Bow Reservoir. Yeah, I didn't go up the Snake Pass. I went via Door, past the Peacock, and then I came up to into Hallisage. Surprise view, you know, past Little John's grave, Hope Valley Garden Centre. Are you keeping up with everyone? Yeah. Anyway, let's finish this number. Here comes midweek. I'm so excited I can hardly speak. But I got to tell you, here comes midweek. Fantastic. I'm so excited I can hardly speak. Here comes midweek. Strap on your bum bags and stride into the street, and we'll be having fun. Yes, we'll be having fun. We'll be having fun till Thursday evening comes. Oh, a bit high. Yeah, here comes midweek. Hey, I employed the fade out function. Oof, that's gone like prog rock, hasn't it? Sorry. Thank you. Thank you very much. Right. Yeah, very clever, the fade out function. But this next song works perfectly well on this old organ. The style is 41, tempo 177. Blimey, that's fast. That's Arctic Monkeys, isn't it? Or, you know, Joe Boxer's, Boxer Beans. They've gone a bit quiet, haven't they? Now, I must warn you, if you sing along to this one, and I do hope you will, once you become confident, there's a danger that excessive saliva could be produced. You'll see why in a minute, you know. That's, of course, Tony Hatch. He produced excessive saliva, didn't he, when Ken was on New Faces in 73. Do you remember? Some of you are too young to remember, but most of you remember that, you know. No, it's... And, I mean, because Ken was rubbish, you know. And Tony Hatch justifiably crucified him. But I do remember saliva at the side of his mouth, and I think a bubble appeared. Did it? Do you remember? You know, it pops almost immediately. And of course, Rhiannon, who was the harpist who accompanied Ken, was his wife at the time. She left him, took up with the builder from Stony Middleton. Martin, is he here tonight? The builder. So, let's get on with this song. As I say, watch out for excessive saliva when you join in. This very fast Arctic Monkeys one, let's see. Oof, well, that's more like Michael Bublé, isn't it? Be good for him. I was at a children's party many years ago. The sandwiches were excellent and the lemonade did flow. Most of the children had left the table to begin the party games. Just me and a lass called Shirley, still eating did remain. Well, I'd finished me jelly and ice cream and was considering getting down when I spied a piece of shortcake. As I did, Shirley frowned. I tried to take the biscuit, but Shirley grabbed the plate. Clearly she coveted that cake, So before it was too late, I said, shall we share the shortbread, Shirley? Surely we should. There's only one piece left, I'd like to eat it, we both would. Shortbread shaped for sharing, and I'm confident we could. So shall we share the shortbread, Shirley? Surely we should. Meanwhile, a little lad called Len was getting up to no good. He'd been knocked out of musical bumps and returned to have more grub. He moved in on the shortbread, but that petticoat tail was mine. I gave him an Indian burn, a Chinese burn, beg your pardon, and how the wimp did whine. Yeah, it was a Chinese burn, but that was very naughty to do that, I realise that. But you know, I was desperate, wasn't I? Oh, shall we share the shortbread, Shirley? Surely we should. Join in when you feel confident. Only one piece left, and like to eat it, we both would. Shortbread shaped for sharing, and I'm confident we could. So shall we share the shortbread, Shirley? Surely we should. Now Carol is coming incredibly close, as William was warning she would. Len still looming, licking his lips, my message not understood. Moody miss, you must make up your mind before this trickles a flood. So shall we share the shortbread, Shirley? Surely we should. Oh, shall we share the shortbread, Shirley? Surely we should. There's only one piece left, I'd like to eat it, we both would. Oh, hang on, Shirley, look at the shortbread. It's caked in mud. Caked in mud? Well, yes, it seemed to be. What did Shirley do? Hang on, I'm about to tell you. Shirley shivered and shrieked, you can shove it. And greedy guts giggled, oh God. But it wasn't mud. What it was potted meat. While Shirley wasn't looking, I'd taken it from an abandoned potted meat sandwich and smeared it on the shortbread. And I'll tell you what, it was delicious. It was like a traditional sweetmeat, you know. Oh, shall we share the shortbread, Shirley? Surely we should. Hey, that's a new one, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think this organ should go back in the loft, do you? It's lovely. And it's got the doorbell, listen. Yeah, actually, that's the doorbell, isn't it? That a bit higher. I can prove it's a doorbell. Hang on. Oof, no. Watch. Yeah. Hang on, my phone's going again. Let's hope it's Ken to say he's back home watching Death in Paradise. Well, it is Ken. Let's see what's happening. Ken, are you all right? Oh, Ken, your voice sounds a bit funny. It's all echoey, Ken. Do you want to listen in again, yes? Ken, where are you? Ken?
I don't know, John. The sat-nav says I'm here, but it's gone very dark.
Was it? I see. Well,
Can't see a thing.
No.
But I don't want to use the torch on my phone in case it drains my battery.
No, I understand. It's all echo, isn't it? Like it sounds like he must be in the cavern somewhere. Do you think?
No, it's all right.
Oh.
I've just found an entrance.
Oh.
Yes, I can hear movement inside. Maybe it's the foyer of the theatre.
It must be. Is he there at the back? Is he?
Oh, hello. Is this the...
Oh.
No!
Ken?
Keep away!
What's going on? Ken? I can hear the flapping of wings. Sounds like he's being attacked by birds. He must be in a jackdaw's nest. Because the roost up there would be right above us now. Ken, are you all right, Ken? Is it jackdaws, Ken?
Yes, I think they are, John.
Yeah. Well, what are they doing now, Ken?
They're just looking at me and blinking occasionally.
Are they?
But they've been trying to peck me hair.
Well, of course they would. Ken's got a bubble perm. And a jackdaw would consider that very good nesting material, wouldn't they? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Ken, are you still there?
Yes, I am, John.
Right, we're going to send out the mountain rescue, Ken. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to cancel the show. Well, health and safety. So you sit tight, Ken. We'll come to you.
Oh, thank you, John.
Yeah.
That would be wonderful.
All right. Yeah, just sit tight and wait for the mountain rescue.
I will, John.
Yeah.
Don't be too long.
No, they won't.
I don't like the way these jackdaws are.
His phone's gone dead. His battery's expired. Have we got the mountain rescue in? I said, no, let's just hold on a bit. Because it would be a disaster if we all have to come back again for a third, wouldn't it, you know? I mean, you're chuckling, you know, but you don't really want to come back a third time. Oh, that lassie's shaking her head. No, and I don't either. So, listen, I've had an idea. We need to get Ken angry, don't we? So we'll fight the jackdaws and escape that way. So why don't we play a song that I know will get him angry? And that's all about the time he went on holiday with his, at the time, wife Rhiannon. Yeah? Should we play that one, Eggs and Gammon? All right then. Hey, Dexter's Midnight Runners. They've gone very quiet again. It's a little bit cheeky for a Thursday night, this one. If it's too rude, we're going to stop. We'll think of something else to do. It's not that important, you know. Don't seem to have many children here tonight. Even though it's children that like it the most, you know. This one. Ken had some eggs and gammon at a restaurant in Rill. Then he went with his wife Rhiannon to the campsite on the hill. The night was very windy, though outside it was still. Eggs and gammon, poor Rhiannon, Ken had wind. Eggs and gammon, poor Rhiannon, Ken's bad wind. This, all right, isn't it? Yeah, Stuart, yeah. They opened up the tent flaps, but the smell it seemed to stay. Tightened all the guy ropes, just in case they blew away. They saw a daddy longlegs get on his knees and pray. Eggs and gammon, poor Rhiannon, Ken had wind. Eggs and gammon, poor Rhiannon, Ken's bad wind. Yeah, that works as well. And in the morning, the storm it did subside. Just realised we're coming to the end of the song. Final chorus, one more chorus. Wouldn't it be lovely if we all just got a bit silly, you know, on the final chorus? Join in, Eggs and Gammon, poor Rhiannon, Ken had wind. But as you get to Eggs and poor Rhiannon, do that, yeah? We've done it before, it works well. There's no logic behind it, don't look for any logic. Well, it is actually based on what Dame Ellen MacArthur did. You know, when she sailed around the world, on the quayside, she was doing that for ages. Do you remember? And nobody knew what was going on. You have to remember, she'd been round the world on her own. Her mental health was poor. Yeah. But, yeah, so eggs and gammon, pour in, and then just put your hands back down by your side for your own safety and comfort, all right? Someone looking worried. Are we going to rehearse it? No, you don't need to rehearse it, be fine. Here we go, stand by. And in the morning, the storm it did subside. Ken went to the doctors and some medicine was prescribed. What of the daddy longlegs? Well, I'm sorry to say he died. Oh, eggs and gammon, poor Rhiannon, Ken had wins. Eggs and gammon, poor Rhiannon, Ken's bad win. Oh, there's a lad not doing it. At the front. Looks like Peter Sarsted. Where'd you go to my lovely? He's gone a bit quiet. But hey, no, it's his privilege if he doesn't want to do it. It's your privilege, sir. But do you realise how foolish you look? Yeah? Come on, we'll give it one more go. The rest of you are fantastic. Here we go, stand by. Eggs and gammon, poor Rhiannon, Ken had wins. Still not doing it. Eggs and gammon, poor Rhiannon, Ken's bad wins. Eggs and gammon, poor Rhiannon, Ken. Oh, I forgot then. Oh, eggs and gammon, poor Rhiannon, Ken. And do that now. Oh, pardon me, Vicar. That's it, way. Thank you very much. Oh. Ken, are you... Blinking magpie. Jackdaw just flew out, I saw it. Perhaps Ken's managed to frighten them. Or maybe Ken's died and be reincarnated as a jackdaw. We don't know, do we? Tomorrow, is anyone heading south tomorrow? Have you all come from Middlesbrough? Let's go. I'm just thinking you might want to make a little detour to Crouch. Is it the tramway village in Tickle now that it's changed its name? It's gone a bit posh. Anyway, this one's all about that. Looking back to a better time, when life was good and there was little crime. Children played on their pogo sticks, and on Saturday went to the local flicks. And we all drank big bottles of pop, especially dandelion and burdock. What I'd give for a tiny slurp, though it stung your nose and it made you burp. Blackjacks were 10 a penny. Remember now, I'm talking old money. Not that we ever had any, but we were happy. Cycling with my peers, the wind whistling past my ears. As we reached Mantor, I was grateful for me Sturmy Archer gears. At the Crouch Strand Museum, I was with a friend called Ian. We were there from 9 till trucking out time. There was so much there worth seeing at the Crouch Strand Museum. Disaster befell poor Ian. A vicious jasper made him drop his dandelion and burdock. Oh, that jasper made him drop his dandelion and burdock. Chariots of fire. Your instinct might be to get up and run away. Please resist until the end of the show. Ian's bottle had developed a crack, so he didn't get his deposit back. Tuppence may not seem a lot. Oh, too many chords. Ian's bottle had developed a crack, so we couldn't get his deposit. Oh, I'm in the wrong key, that's why. Ian's bottle had developed a crack, so we couldn't get his deposit back. At least you know this bit of the song, don't you? You know it very well. In fact, it's going to be going round and round in your head all night. You're not going to get much sleep. I'm sorry about that. I'm going to do it what? Ian's bottle had developed a crack, so he couldn't get his deposit back. Tuppence may not seem a lot, but it would buy you a big fat lollipop. We were always polite to bobbies. On Remembrance Day we all wore poppies, and we all had useful hobbies. Well, I did anyway. Come on! At the Crouch Strand Museum. On your feet! I was with a friend called Ian, but we were there from 9 till chucking out time. There was so much there worth seeing at the Christchurch Museum. Disaster befell poor Ian. A vicious jasper made him drop his dandelion and burdock. Oh, I've had enough of that one. Yeah, nice. There too many chords. And I'm getting a bit tired, and I've forgotten to bring me banana. I know, because I love to have a banana on stage. I love to eat it publicly, you know, because it makes me feel like Andy Murray. Mind you, it's not doing him any good, is it, anymore? I'm upset because I'm worried that Ken may have died. But if we do, there's going to be a funeral, isn't there? Well, you won't be invited, but I will, because Ken's a personal friend. He might invite the bass player of the Doolies. Well, he won't, but you know, his friends and family will, because he'd like Dana to be there, because he went to Dana's wedding. Not as he wasn't invited, he just went along. Because he had a crush on her, you know. And he just hid in the graveyard. Yeah. But, you know, even if he's very ill, I'd like to look after him. I'd like to help him. Are you suddenly aware of your own mortality? I must admit, this reminds me of when we used to have a caravan parked hard up against the bay window of the lounge. We were looking after it for some friends, Mr. and Mrs. Whittaker. We went to Cyprus, you know, and it made the lounge very dark. And it made me feel not suicidal, but just very depressed. And at the same time, my son Darren had tonsillitis, and he was seeing little creatures on the ceiling. That's not drug inspired, you know, it's just part of the fever. Anyway, I wrote this song all about that's it, your instinct was right to dim the lights, Nigel. Just a little bit. That fly's come back to show his respects. I will attend you when you're very ill. Plump the pillows beneath your head. I'll undertake your burial, or my wife Mary will, if I'm already dead. Hush now, my child, lie you very still. Eat your tomato soup and soft white bread. Because that's what you have when you're poorly, isn't it? And a comic, little comic as well. For I'll undertake your burial, or my wife Mary will, if I'm already dead. Oh, 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 oh. It's like Kate Bush now. It's, oh, 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 oh. Flash the lights! Come on, Nigel, flash him! I'll undertake your burial, or my wife Mary will, if I'm already dead. Oh, oh, come on! Oh, 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 punch the air! Oh, 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 oh. Hey, carpenters. Oh, thank you. I nailed it. Thank you very much. And continuing the death theme. interference. Oh, we are going to have to come back. I'm sorry. What the hell's that? She's the curse of the dangly man. Nigel, I'm in your hands. What? David Coverdale, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a big hand. He didn't used to work for Comet, but he knows his way around the DI box. Hey, that's it. That's fine. Yeah, give him a big hand. Right. What time's your minibus? Right. We got time for a couple more. 2 margarines on the go, it's a nightmare scenario. 2 margarines in my life doesn't seem to bother my wife. She's the one who ignored the first, opened the second, which began the curse of the 2 margarines. Is there anything worse? Not really. No, there's nothing worse. 2 margarines on the go, it's a nightmare scenario. 2 margarines in my fridge, it's enough to end a happy marriage. 2 margarines, how I long for the day when there's just one. My wife says you're a lunatic, John. 2 margarines, it's like a bad dream. Should only be one. Oh, I'll go straight to the middle eight. I'd even say no to a Rolls with a chauffeur, a brand new Toyota, a Skoda. Somebody shouted out, give over. Is the hope massive? Why give over? I mean, the Skodas have improved, haven't they? Yes, they have. They have improved, you know, because it's a Volkswagen, really, isn't it? Mind you, Volkswagen were implicated in the emission scandal. And you know, at the end of the day, it's still a Skoda. And I'm very happy with the current vehicle. And that's because, well, yeah, as I've already stated, it's an Austin Ambassador. Why reg? Why reg? Why reg? Austin Ambassador. Why reg? Carbon tire review. Everybody, Austin Ambassador. Don't keep asking me. It just happens to be that year. Give you a chance to ad-lib. And again. And you blew it, Castleton and surrounding villages, including the Hope Massive. Never mind. Happens to be that year. Look out! Thanks very much. Mary made a lovely shepherd's pie and peas with carrots and gravy, oh, and cabbage as an additional green. I said, that looks fantastic, love, and tucked in hungrily. My daughter Karen did not, something I wish I had seen. For soon my plate was empty. I said, Mary, is there any more? She said, no, love, but it's treacle sponge for afters. And I said, phew. I'd had a couple of mouthfuls when I heard Karen declare, I can't eat any more of this shepherd's pie, Mum. Well, it filled me with despair. Because if I'd known that, I wouldn't have started on me sweet. But I can't go back to savoury now. That shepherd's pie was stunning through me pudding. I can't go back to savoury now. Oh no, my taste buds would go crazy. And I can't go back to savoury now. I can't go back, I won't go back. I'd love to go back, but I mustn't do that. I can't go back, I won't go back. Obviously I'd love to go back, but I mustn't do that. At that moment I heard a sound, the scrape of knife on plate, as I watched Karen's dinner go in the dog's dish. appetite now gone, my pudding suffered the same fate. I could only assume that this appalling outcome was God's wish. And I can't go back to savoury. No, hang on. You don't say it then. Can't go back to savoury. Oh, hang on. Yeah, this has got better tom-toms. Can't go back to savoury. Can't go back. One more time. You run out of tape, Stuart. You're all right. Can't go back to savoury. Can't go back to savoury now. Get your Hawaiis out, come on. That shepherd's pie was stunning. Oh, your iPhones, come on. Halfway through me pudding. Can't go back to savoury now. Light up the cave, come on. That shepherd's pie was stunning. Lord, I'm halfway through me pudding. I can't go back to savoury now. Oh no, my taste buds would go crazy. Can't go back to savoury now. There's a lot of phones that shouldn't have been on, suddenly on. What's going on there? Never mind. Can't go back to savoury now. Pigeons in flight, I want. Sorry, jackdaws in flight, I want to see you tonight. I want to hold you, if I may be so bold to tell you some things that you'd like to hear. Oh my dear, in your ear, pigeons in flight, I want to see you tonight. See you tonight. Keep going up there, Pidge. I want to see you tonight. I want to see you tonight. Pidge, harmonies if you can do harmonies. If you can't, then please don't. Pidge, I want to see you tonight. Pidge,